Gonna get my papa lock in there.
Does that come through pretty good?
Yeah,
Like that?
on there.
Right on. Just do it. Little pop lock action. Cool.
What's up? Rocking them champals.
You put your headphones on, right?
You need to scoot over a little bit, dude.
Aye.
I think.
Cool.
Yeah, gotta go get this shit on.
Check. Microphone check. Bigfoot. When'd you get that Bigfoot? I like that. Did you get that when we went down to Alien Con?
No. Michelle picked that up a while ago. What's happening, peoples?
What's up?
Weller's got a little family deal today, so we got a special guest today. Brock Landers is here.
Thank you very much, Brock Landers.
Give him a little lowdown. Tell him what you're about, man.
What am I about? Shit. I'm about 225. I'm about 19 inches.
Oh,
Right there.
damn,
Oh,
boy.
nigga, look at that. I'm about middle-aged. I'm about living with two roommates at their house that I really close roommates. I call them mom and dad.
My in-laws.
I'm about a lot of bullshit, actually.
All right.
Okay.
So this is Brock Landers, and you'll get to know him today as we bust this episode out. Today is Sunday, August 19th. Happy birthday, Harrison.
Is it
Harrison's birthday?
Is it?
Dude, yep.
J-Bone's
My
birthday.
brother, dude. Happy birthday. Man.
I never wish nobody on Facebook too. If you guys know my face or hear my voice, know my voice.
He's a GOAT icon. Everybody knows the
from
fucking
the G. I never wish nobody happy birthday on Facebook.
Hey, if you do want to stare at the camera, it's right up there, dude.
Is that what it is? I keep on staring at the camera.
I know. I see you over there.
I'm trying to check myself out. I feel like I'm walking into Best Buy or some shit, and they got the camera on me, or whatever. You know how
How was that?
That is good.
That's pretty good.
That's
All
good.
right.
You should put.
I know we're just scrapping this show together, man. Fucking. I'm glad you
good.
can fill in, Brock.
Okay, cool. Good to be here.
Yeah,
Good to be here.
Every week we give a what's up to our new subscribers. New subscriber this week, Marcus Gonzalez.
Marcus Gonzalez.
I don't have an age or a number, but we got Tita Valero. She's 14 from Panama. What's up?
Tita sounds like my real name. If you guys know my voice, Tita sounds like my real name.
I think that's a nickname for her because it was in Tita.
Okay.
It wasn't one like that.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that's intercontinental or not because that's still like.
What do you mean?
Panama is like.
Are you talking Intercontinental WWF? Who was the Intercontinental champion?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Who was the Mexican cat with the flying burrito? The flying burrito, wasn't that?
Macho Man was.
Who had the flying burrito? Oh yeah, brother. That was good. Macho Man, Rowdy Piper.
Was he Intercontinental?
No, I don't know. Was he?
I think he was a champ, dude.
Ooh, did he die? Did I cuss? You can't cuss.
You can cuss, dude. This is YouTube, dude.
Alright, cool.
This
is funny because this is what we do. I'm here right now, but this is what we do anyway.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why you gotta watch it because you might say some shit that you gotta. They're gonna be on there forever. But let me get back to the what's ups. Chris Seagal from Freiburg, Germany. What's up, Chris?
Is he subscribed? Chris subscribed?
Yeah, international. I don't know if he's subscribed, dude, but
he's coming back. He's coming. Chris, if you're listening, he's coming back in September.
Right on.
Yeah, so we're really excited that you're going to be here. I talk a lot, so go ahead. I'll slow it down.
Say what's up to Kristen Saucer and General Petraeus. What's up, General Petraeus? And then our last what's up is city council stuff's coming up for vote. So throw our shag out there to Sean Farmer. Galt boy.
Yeah.
He is for Galt.
Yeah.
He's a good cat. Local businessman. Raised family here. Plays community sports, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's involved in the city, man.
Hey, he's involved. He cares. He's a local.
dude.
He's nobody from out of town that comes in here and tries to change a bunch of shit and take away the Galt mascot and then leave and do all that kind of other bullshit.
That's gonna be the next shirts. I'm giving that box of shirts, the new box of shirts. I'm gonna give to the fire victims.
What do they say? What, like the fellas?
Yeah, fellas stuff.
Oh,
but
good.
there's 50 some odd shirts in there, and they're all different. So I'm gonna give those to the fire victims.
Yeah.
Then the next shirts we roll out with are gonna be I don't know if you've seen them. They got the gold water tower on the back and
Just
shit.
like, oh, damn.
Oh, shit. Does that show up?
No, I don't know. I can't.
Is that the side? Is it on that side, dude?
It's on this side, but I'm really not flexible. So, yeah. No, hey, that's good, though. That's good. I think, like, this kind of goes back to our conversation, what we're talking about.
Well, hold on. Let me close out the opening arguments. There we go. This just cuts up the show a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So, number one on the list was there's some chick sent Tito or sent Brock Landers a fucking text last night, and it got him all
it wasn't
Twitter
last
faded.
night. It was like, you know, I was just happened to. It was like last month, and I just happened to think about it today because.
All right.
Because I seen a post or whatever.
So lay down on us. What happened, man?
Nah, it was she obviously sent to me wrong because it wasn't meant for me, but
so she was like off a wrong number, or like when she was doing the name, she might have hit the wrong name.
When she typed it was on Instagram. She sent me a message and she meant to send it to somebody else. And I won't make any assumptions, and I'm not gonna say any names who she might have sent it to or nothing like that because I don't really know. But
it was one of these.
Yeah. And then she had sent, and I'm driving, right? And I'm like, and I pop it open because what she tell? I'm all like, I mean, I know her, but I don't like know her. And I was driving, right? And I popped it open, and it's like, can I say what the text said?
You can say whatever you want to say, man.
All right. It's all like, man, I'm still thinking about when you ate me at my pussy last night and whatever, yada, yada, yada. And I was driving and I swear to God, dude, I was just like, I got all flustered, right? And I was like, but I read it. I kind of read it wrong at first. I thought it was saying like, hey, will you come over and eat my pussy and this and that? And I was hella excited, you know? It's like, oh, yeah. And then I pulled over and I read it and I read it. Obviously wasn't for me. It says, I'm still, you know?
Yeah.
So it was hella wrong, but it was hella nasty, and I got hella excited.
But now you know this girl is talking that way, and you didn't think she was talking like that before.
And she's hot. She's hot as hell, and I'm old, and whatever. And she's hot. She's like, yeah, she's really pretty. So now I haven't seen her since, but what do you do? And how do you answer that too? I mean, I said something. I was like, I said something back to her. What?
Keep it going, man. I think he's popping up right there. Look at that.
Oh, right on. What is that?
I don't know, man.
Is that her trying to get a hold of me on the on the web to say like, shut the F up?
I'm pretty sure that was it. She's like, she cut in on the show, dude.
She cut in on the show. She's like, stop, you bastard.
They know who it is.
But just the whole thing, though, I know how I never thought, I'm not no perv like that. I mean, I'm pretty freaky or whatever.
Everyone is.
I'm freaky, when it comes, but I know when to be freaky and not. But now, when I see her or something, which I haven't, that's the first thing I'm gonna think about. Like this broad is nasty. She's an undercover.
You can play it one of either way. You just say, hey, you know what? Forget about it. Or you can throw a little joke out like, hey, I really enjoyed that text.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm like, that text you sent me, I'm like, that was really meant, So, but what do you do? I mean, have you ever done that? You ever send the wrong text?
I know I have, man, because I had this chick sent me a text. And
don't say you were sleep texting. I was sleep texting.
No, I got the Getro phone, so whoever had my phone before me, I still get bill collectors and shit like that, the hospital calls.
Bill collectors? You got bill collectors?
For that phone? No, for that guy's phone.
Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so this chick was texting me, and it's like, hey, big head, I forgot my phone in your car.
See, big head, what does she mean? Big head could mean like
I think it's because I got a big head. That's what I'm thinking about. So,
right.
So I text her back, and I'm like, hey, I don't know where I was last night,
Right.
I don't know how your phone would be there. And she's like, oh, well, don't worry about it. I found it already.
Okay.
I was like, cool. And then she called me, and she's like, hey, what do you mean you don't know where you were at last night?
Right.
And I'm like, this is Frazier, man. I mean...
Oh, you said your name straight up like that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
So you got to be careful with that shit right there.
And she's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought this was Pablo's phone. And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, dang. Well, I was trying to call Pablo. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I just thought you were talking to me because you said big head, so...
Right, but see, big head could have meant like big head, like you're trying to cap. People still use that word? Capping. Remember you used to cap on each other?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're capping on somebody, but like, you got, big head, mongoloid, your mama's a mongoloid, whatever.
Hey, you know what, man? That is a real good lead into the The one topic on offensive words, dude.
Oh, people.
See how that rolls,
That's
dude?
good. That's good. We just talk, dude. This is what we do all the time. We just talk, bro. But yeah, people get offensive. That's what we were talking about earlier. People get offensive. All these. I could say it.
You can say
All these
you want,
bitches, they don't know what offensive. They don't understand what being truly offended is. Yeah. If you want to go back to the 50s, MLK, even, and probably even before that, or whatever, and even offensive, it's a strong word.
You've seen it in gangs in New York, like when, Butcher Bill, right?
Right.
He was a Native American.
Right.
But Irish come in. They're like pieces of shit. They treated them like shit.
They were like the blacks.
Yeah.
They were like the blacks. They were. That's how they got.
The Italians came in. Treated them the same damn way.
Exactly.
That's why all them guys hoarded together and became their own Dead Rabbits or the Bowery Boys or whatever they did. But that was fucking over the top offensive, and then they backed it up with physical aggression.
Right. Which
now these people, they call them snowflake. Most of them call them snowflake. I call them the excuse generation.
Oh, okay.
That's what they are to me, excuse generation. But these people right here, they have stuff called microaggressions. Like
microaggressions, that they call it now?
In your terminology, or like when you're talking to somebody and you fucking, I don't know, make a movement or something, they consider it microaggressions. Like
microaggression.
Like if you purposely
I'm sorry, dude. That is stupid. That is hella stupid, dude. I've never heard of that microaggression.
Yeah.
That's like, what's this, dude? If I just tap you, that's a microaggression.
Here's a microaggression.
Oh, like your eyes rolling at me. Sorry,
let's say you have
that is fucking
a guy that is now a girl, right?
Okay.
But you grew up knowing that this is a dude. Right. And you've called him, let's just give him a nickname or something like Buddy, right?
Okay, right.
Like,
but okay.
So you knew this guy as Buddy your whole life.
Right.
And then now his name, or he changed his name to Sheila.
Okay.
So now everybody else knows him as Sheila and stuff. So, but when you see Sheila now, you're like, hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? Right. It's always because that's what
that is considered microaggression now, because
you
know that he's Sheila now. It's a her and it's Sheila.
No, because that's where my heart is. Buddy's always in my heart.
I know what you're saying, man.
That's in my heart. So that's what I'll always know him as. And I don't care what he is. I don't care what anybody is.
But they're taking it offensively as you're doing microaggressive, like you're hate speeching them by calling them.
That is so far from the truth.
They get super butthurt on stuff like that, man.
That's where the whole offensive thing comes in, right? Because, I mean, they shouldn't. I mean...
Well, especially you've been knowing somebody for, forever. You're not trying to hurt their feelings or whatever.
If they... It's even hard too, because like, let's say I'm gonna take Isabel for example, right? She hasn't said nothing to me yet because I call her Belle still. Yeah. Belle, hey Belle, or
Belly.
Hey Belly. She's all, and then I guess she talked you because you told me like a month ago she talked to you. Please don't call me that no more, right?
No, Chino.
Because
I call her Chino. Yeah.
Chino. But that's a term of endearment. So why
No, like Kayla's Moose. Annie's Chanis, KJ's Bubba, Tom's Tom Bear, Maya's Pacha. They all got different names, but
it's a term of endearment, and it's to be offensive. See, that's hard too because she's growing up, and you want to respect her, right?
Well, her friends, she's got a new clique of friends, and she's getting older. You have to she don't want her friends hearing her name, Chino.
Why?
Or Belly.
I call her Belly.
But they think they're thinking, oh, look, she's got a belly or something like that,
Fuck them. Fuck what everybody thinks. But she's young, and she just started high school, and everybody gets clicked up in high school.
Yep, that's it. It's clicky.
Everybody gets clicked up. But there's some of us that really try not to get clicked up. I didn't try to get clicked up. I just tried to stay with everybody. I did. I would be with the rockers, smoking weed. I would be with the jocks.
Yeah, but you were trying to find yourself sexually too.
I'm still trying to do that, actually. Like, how much would it take? We were talking about that suck a dick. Would you suck a dick for $1 million? Remember that?
Oh, we did a show on it, dude.
That shit was funny.
So I broke it down to like 500,000 cash, no tax.
For a sucking dick?
Yeah, 500 grand. 3 minutes.
Oh, that's what the whole fucking
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, because you were like, okay, 500 grand, 30 minutes.
At the end, I was like, $10, 1 hour.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You kept taking the terms and making them work.
I kept on the terms. That shit was funny. My memory's fucking too much weed.
Hey, but on the offensive language thing, Canada just passed a law.
No way.
Yeah, so if you're cis, trans, that type of stuff, you can pay like a $250 fine if somebody says, yeah, he's purposely hating on me, calling me.
Prove it. That's what I would say. I would say prove that shit in a court of law, motherfucker. Prove that shit. Prove that if you can't even put a name on what you are because you don't fucking know, and you look like a woman, and I call you and you're a dude or whatever fucking it is. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't prove it. Prove it to me. Maybe after you ask somebody 3 to 5 times. I don't know. Like, hey, please don't call me that. Hey, please don't call me that. Hey, please don't call me that. Right? Or something.
Well, I think like this is what they're trying to say is like you can't just come up and I'm assuming you're a man because you look like a man. I can't just assume you're a man. So I shouldn't use man pronouns with you until
you establish.
Yeah, they're established.
No.
So if they come out and say, hey, I need you to use they with me, I'll be like, hey, we don't need to have further our conversation.
Yeah. I don't even get that. I can't fathom that. It's hard for. I call that the decline of Western civilization.
Yeah, but they're promising to change the world, and this is the way they're choosing to change it.
It's
no more drinking straws.
No more
Can't
drinking
call
straws.
me they.
Hey, but back in the day, they had paper straws. Here in California, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're using. I know it's bullshit. No straws, because from what I heard, I don't know if this is a fact, but it's like 0.0002 of the world's pollution is due to straw, right? So they're just trying to make. What do they say? A mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah, they took one bird that they got caught in the oil
and all of
they cut it open, had straws in it, and they're like, "Oh my god, all birds must be like this."
Right? And we got in the ocean. Don't we get that big ass garbage island floating around anyway?
That's China built that whole island on garbage. Dude.
See what I'm saying, dude? So
got sand on it.
Gotta love California. You gotta love California, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm talking. We'll get out on that, but
yeah.
Let's go ahead and you got anything else to say on the offensive language thing, or?
Yeah, I do. Take a fucking hard look at the word offensive, and do a gut check on how it makes you feel, because you know what offensive is. There's some shit that's just words, right? Just words.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones, whatever. But too many people are leaning on that word offensive, dude. Offensive. I've been offended being, Latino, Hispanic, whatever. I've been.
Throw a little Spanish for the Spanish people. Throw a little Spanish out there.
Hola, ¿cómo estamos? I don't know.
El vaca es grande.
No,
caliente.
porque no entienden el palabra de offensive. No entienden. They don't understand that, because I've been offended and I've had people just talk shit. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference. There really is. Offended is I've been I was so offended I didn't even want to fight. Or, people talk shit, you want to fight. I've been so offended by just words. I was just like, I don't even want to fight. I'm fucking, that fucking really fucking hurt, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, and you because you don't know nothing about me and my ancestry, or, you don't know my great grandpa was a serviceman. Military serviceman, that you don't know. And that offended me. It hurt. And I was just like, fuck, I can't. You can't fight ignorance like that with fists. You just kind of just walk
people
away.
are always going to be crazy. People are always going to be ill-informed. And there's always going to be people who just choose to see the world their way.
And that's it.
That's it. You're not going to change them, man.
Yeah, you can't fix stupid. Or, you just kind of and it hurt. And I was like, there's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can do. I just walked away. I go, even if I punched this motherfucker, it ain't gonna, I was hurt. I was like, I just couldn't. I was just like, later.
Well, I've heard this said that you can have an intelligent argument and come to a disagreement or with an intelligent person.
Right.
But you cannot have an argument with a stupid person, man.
Right.
You can't argue stupid.
You can't argue stupid, dude. You can't. I see that shit. You show me some of those YouTube things, and it's like I watch it, and I was like, okay, everybody, they can't. They're the ones. I'm not they. See, here I go. Right, everybody's gonna clap they, whatever.
He's using hate speech.
I'm using hate speech. They, but you could tell. It's just like let's have a conversation. We, you disagree on a bunch of shit. We do. We agree on a bunch of shit. We disagree on a bunch of shit. But we talk and we fucking laugh and we still love each other.
Yeah.
And we still fucking like, dude, like you're my fucking BFF / brother-in-law, whatever. And
it's good because we know each other though. It's when you're talking to somebody you don't know. Like say you go to a party, right?
I was at a party yesterday.
Yeah, and let's say there's a trans or a snowflake, some type of person like that. There.
Okay.
And they can't handle the type of speech you're talking because you're saying she, you're saying him.
Leave. And maybe she should then walk away from me. Go to the other side of the party. You don't have to stand next to me and listen to me.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Then just say, hey, I respect my friend because we have a mutual friend, but I'm gonna walk over there. Don't make a scene. Don't do. If you're a real friend. Like I don't give a fuck if I was transgender and we're at a party and I was transgender and somebody was fucking saying this and he, she and fucking calling me the wrong thing and it was my friend's party, I would respect my friend and I would walk away, right?
Yeah.
If you could feel your thermometer rising, right?
Yeah.
You can feel it. I'm like, okay, I gotta walk away. It's cool. Whatever, I'm gonna respect my friend and whatever, chill. Maybe even go up to my friend. I'm like, hey, great party, thanks for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna get the argument. Well, why do I have to leave? Why do I have to leave?
Yeah.
Right?
You don't have to, man. But you can always change the conversation. But
right.
They're getting so sensitive about it that I could be talking about my daughter, who's a cheerleader now and going to high school, and she enjoys it. See, I've said daughter, I said her, I said she.
Yeah,
just by using those things to describe my daughter, it upsets them.
It upsets them
because I'm not using their terminology.
Yeah, that's a bunch of shit. That's gonna be the downfall.
It's the start, man. That's how shit's.
The downfall.
When shit starts, it has some little meager beginning like that. But
you know what kills me too? God, what time is it? Yeah,
we'll close it out. We still got 40 minutes. Dude.
Yeah, it's cool because here we go with my fucking senior moment. Yeah,
hold on, let me close this bitch. Okay, we'll go to so you did bitch text. How about the Catholic priest stuff, man?
That's fucking dirty.
Dude, okay, so obviously these guys have been doing this for hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years. Roman emperors used to have fucking 5-year-old kids swimming in their pool, naked kids.
Yeah.
This is fucked up shit.
It's been going on for a long time.
Like we're talking old shit, right? So and even it's the priesthood and it's just So
what I heard dude talk about it was on Tom Sullivan. He's a Catholic priest. He was married before.
Right.
Which they would never let priests into seminary school and all that kind of stuff. If they were married and stuff, they have to give a vow of celibacy.
Which is stupid, but that's another.
And he said more or less, you could tell, half of his class that he had in the school
were gay,
or they had some type of
male fetish or feminine. Yeah.
Yes, but the main thing wasn't just the gay thing; it was pedophilia. These are
pedophilia.
These are pedophiles, dude, that are hiding in the cover of the Catholic priesthood because this cop that's called in and said, "Hey, I've arrested several priests,"
Right.
And what happens when they arrest them? They take them downtown. They're booked, and then they call the diocese. Diocese comes down, right?
Right.
Everything's expunged.
Yeah.
Because the Catholic diocese are going to handle it.
Yeah.
The cops aren't going to handle it.
Yeah.
So now there's no legal trail for them.
Yeah.
There's no precedence of they did this 3 times before or they did this 4 times before.
It's kind of like similar to, honestly, to the military. MP police, if you get similar, MPs come pick you up from a local jail because you're on leave and you get fucked up. They'll come and they'll try to do their due justice, with the military. Same thing, right? Everybody
but you're talking about a religion. That's an arm of the government. Military's arm of the government, man. I mean,
right. No, I'm just saying, I'm just similarities, but it's I get it, but
and dude, they're paying out. That's what they're doing.
Well, what is the Vatican? It's a country. Vatican is its own entity.
They got their own city, right?
They got their own country. That's I believe I got to Google it, but somebody correct me if I'm mistaken, but it's just considered its own its own sovereign country. It's in Rome. It's in all Italy.
Yeah.
But like the Vatican is the Vatican.
Like a
period.
city of gold, dude.
It's like that's it. Yeah, I think they have their own laws, and it's rich. I mean, richer than anybody.
Oh, they're the biggest ballers in there are, dude.
Yeah.
But that's what they're doing.
Of,
they're hiding these pedophilia offenses
yeah.
with the cash, with the money. And
when you talk about like America, and we're all like the top. What do they say? The top 5% of people control, and we don't know the people that make all the rules, and even like all the conspiracy shit and stuff.
I mean, like the Illuminati guys?
Illuminati. What do you think all that stems from?
Catholic priest.
The Vatican.
Yeah, Vatican, dude.
Everything comes from the Vatican, dude. I don't know. I might be
Well,
loco.
look at,
I might be wrong, but all that shit stems. And I'm not to offend any Roman Catholics out there, but I mean, the principles are they mean well, and the tradition of Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit, but it has been tainted.
Well, look at I think it was last year they started okaying the gay lifestyle, which was never accepted in church, but now they're okaying that. Now this new pope's just progressive, man. He's really stepping up on stuff. But they were just saying he might be the last pope because there are parents now.
They're gonna go away from the pope. The papacy to do something else, do like a president, or do like they're gonna have to have some type of government in the Vatican.
Yeah,
they can't just do away with the papacy. They're gonna have to have. It's gonna be. Is that like communism? I don't even know what is that.
What's happening is you have there was 2 or 3 of these parents that called in that have their children were affected by the priests in Pennsylvania, right?
Right.
And this happens in California. This happens in New York.
Everywhere.
Happens everywhere, and that's what they were saying. But these ones are not going to be paid off. I think that it's Father MacArthur is the one they're going after.
So they're not going to be paid off. So they're going to.
They're like, no, we don't want money. We want him to go to jail.
Right.
We want him to be taken out of his realm of priesthood, because what they do is if he gets in trouble in Pennsylvania, they move and switch him over here to South Dakota.
Oh yeah. They just move him around. They want him, that's you love your kid for that, because they probably throwing out millies. And they're all like, just like a Michael Jackson shit. Here's 2 milli. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and a lot of people do that. But the kids that this happened to in this. No, the kids that happened to this in the 70s and 80s, now they're in their 40s and 50s,
yeah,
right?
Like our age. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're the ones coming out and pushing this agenda of saying, "Hey, we're not cool with this Catholic way." They're
no amount of money can fucking
you can't pay them off,
pay me enough.
They have it already set in place, and they have the steps of if you're caught touching or molesting a kid, this is what happens to you, and this. They already have it set up in the Catholic structure.
That needs to be a universal structure, Catholic. That should cross all fucking countries, everything. If you get caught, this is or even if you do it or whatever, this is the way it should be handled. Not every entity handle it. Transfer you to fucking Montana because you got caught in California. Bullshit.
That's how they do it, man. They've been doing it for years.
Dude, I'm glad that the parents, that's what the parents said, no amount of money, fuck that. Let's just, but that's good,
dude,
though.
I would go to jail. Like Granny Sam said, you know what, if it happened, she saw I would go to jail. I would shoot some motherfucker for doing that, and she would go to jail. She's like, I would do the time. And Granny Sam's hardcore because she's been in jail, so she will handle that shit.
You know what I think that is? The pedophilia? I think it's a demon.
I think it's twisted people, man. They're just twisted.
A demon twists your thoughts.
But here's the one thing about pedophilia they're saying too, dude. If the dude does it when he's like 22, right?
Right.
He doesn't get cured of it when he gets caught. He doesn't just all of a sudden he's cured of it like he's a crackhead and he stops smoking crack.
Right.
No. Worst case scenario, he gets caught and then they send him to someplace new, and now he's got a new character and nobody knows his history. So what does he do? He reverts back to what he was doing before.
Does it again. There needs intervention. I mean,
I heard a really good thing, man. Like, you cannot go to the doctor now and just see your doctor, right?
Yeah.
You can't, because there's got to be somebody in the room. Somebody in the room with you. If your doctor's going to touch your junk or stuff, they have somebody else in the room.
I thought they always had somebody in the room like that.
Well, that's what they're saying. They should do this with the Catholic priest. They should have 2 priests in the room.
Why would a Catholic priest feel the need then I get to counsel a kid. Is that what they're doing? A 5-year-old?
Like if they're counseling, they need another. They need a nun present with the priest.
Well, yeah,
and that solves it right there.
Yeah.
You got 2 people. I mean, this will not happen again.
But then, how about when you send
unless you got a team of pedophiles,
or you send them to boarding school? There's a lot of Catholic schools like that. There is. Private, so and then you're exposed there. I think this is what I think. Maybe what do I think about this? I think that's why parenting is super important. I think you want your kids, and I know it's fucking a stretch for any parent out there because I'm a parent as well, but you want your kids to be able to differentiate right from wrong, right? I mean, and even if somebody like molested Ryan when he was a kid, I would want him to, and I think we had that relationship where it'd be really hard, but he would tell me when he was young. He would tell me.
You hope they would, man.
You really, and a parent. So that's why parenting. I'm not saying it's just gonna help.
But you're talking about these kids, like you just gave the example, like they send them off to boarding school or they're at Catholic school for 6 months at a time. They don't see their mom and dad because mom and dad's balling, jet set, and doing this and that.
And mom and dad don't give a fuck. Yeah. And mom and dad,
that's what it is.
Mom and dad got that's papacy. That's where that money comes involved.
This is a kid's number one parent now. This is their God.
This cell phone. That's it.
This is it right here.
But on the flip side, like you said, like the parent don't care, but I mean the parent, that kid can try if it's fucked up. Kids it's fucked up. But
sometimes they got nowhere to go but the priest, and then the priest is the one that's fucking.
I can't say
feeding on that weakness. They're the ones.
That's the devil, bro. It's demon. It's the devil seeping in. It is, dude. It is.
So
I'll say it.
We'll see what happens with the Catholic priest. We'll close those fuckers out.
Fuck them.
What do we got on there? Oh, dude, why don't we talk about TRX, man? Fucking, what happened in your life, dude? Because I'm sure people are seeing you now and they're like, "That's not Tito."
Yeah, it's me.
It is.
I'm Brock Lesnar.
I mean Brock Landers.
I'm Brock Landers.
That's not. Dude, he's my alias. They're like, "That's not Brock Landers, dude."
I'm Brock Landers. I'm not Tito. I mean,
it happens.
It happens. Nah, I used to here. This can segue into our next conversation. What time is it?
Yeah, break it down, dude.
My roommate just called me. Mom just called me. I wonder what she wants. Oh, okay. Look at it. So, I used to be hella fat.
How fat were you?
I was so fat. I was so fat.
He wore Guess jeans and cars you would yield on the side of the
road. I was so fat when I sat around the house. I sat around the house.
So sincerely though, you're a big guy.
I was pushing. God, how heavy was I? I was like 340.
340 pounds, dude.
And I'm 5'7".
Yeah.
So I was a fat mofo, dude. I was a weeble wobble, dude. I don't even. Did anybody know? Does anybody know what weeble wobbles are anymore?
They do. Some people do, dude. There's a lot of 40-somethings that watch this show.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was a fat mofo.
What was the change, or what was that acting agent in your life that said,
vagina?
You know what? Oh, vagina.
Vagina was the key factor.
That's a good reason, dude.
Wasn't getting enough vagina, and I needed to lose weight because chicks don't like fat guys. No matter how many people say, "Oh, it's personality." Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Attraction is fucking key. You have to be attracted to somebody.
So you wanted to lose weight to get vagina, which that's good right there. I mean, I don't
know. Vagina. I like saying that. I don't know.
But it's been years now. I mean,
health too. And then after the vagina, and then I just thought it was cool because my son, we'd like to. Well, he's not as active as he should be now, but when he was younger, like we'd go snowboarding and we'd go up to fucking Tahoe, and I couldn't even fucking breathe at high altitude because I was a fat motherfucker. I was fat mofo. And I couldn't even breathe, dude. I'm like, God damn, I'm just watching him fucking.
You're watching him and you're losing breath, dude.
I was watching him and I was getting winded. I'm like, I ain't doing shit but standing here, but I can't breathe because I'm too fat. So
what type of exercise do you do? I watch.
Yes, I watch other people snowboard and I get exhilarated.
I watch a lot of people work out.
I did.
But you did, man. You changed your lifestyle, and I mean,
it was a slow process. I was actually approved to get the gastric bypass surgery from Kaiser. I went to all my appointments and I did the psych evaluation and all that bullshit, and they they had me approved. They all like lose 20. This is the real shit.
Yeah.
And they go lose 20 pounds to show commitment, right? And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was so big. I was like 340, 20 pounds. Fuck, I could lose that in a couple weeks. Just stop drinking soda or whatever. Because once you're real big like that, the weight. If you start modifying your diet, the weight falls off pretty quick. So I did, and I lost that 20 pounds. I think it took me about a month, and then Kaiser called me back up, and they're like, okay, we'll set you up for the appointment, and then blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? I'll put it on hold. I told them, I go, give me another month and a half. I go, let me see how much more weight I can lose on my own. And then I lost more weight, and then they call me back, and I like, I lost some more weight. And they're like, okay, well, your surgery's approved. All you got to do is come, we'll set the appointment, surgery date. And I just said, you know what? Fuck that. I go, I'm going to keep on doing it myself. Because I see people that had the surgery, and their hair looks horrible. They're thinning. They look
high mileage,
They
dude.
look high mileage, dude.
Yeah,
and
they look high mileage.
Yeah, the surgery, and it makes their face look, it just jacks
It
them
ages
up.
you, man. It really does.
Right?
It really does. I mean, the crow's feet come out. You got
that flabby under, and then
I know.
everything. And I was like, God damn. Then they have to take pills all the time for supplements, and they couldn't eat. If they wanted to go enjoy a meal because they've been working so hard, they couldn't do that because they're,
because they got their belly sewed up like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So they couldn't. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I go, fuck that. So I put in the work, man. Everybody asks, what's your secret? Eat less, move more. That's the secret. No fucking secret. No keto. I'm sorry. If I'm talking shit, whatever. I don't know.
I've been trying the keto stuff myself.
Fuck that, dude. You know what to eat. You know what to eat when not to eat.
I'll
Look at here. He shouldn't be drinking this right here.
That is my second soda this week.
I'm drinking kombucha. This motherfucker drinking a Coca-Cola. Don't the choice.
You're talking about the devil right there.
The devil probiotic.
Fucking. This is a crafted drink by God.
Odin. How many sugars in that?
Odin. This one is -7.
That's that special Coke. I heard about that shit.
Yeah,
that's the special Coke. You just gotta watch it. Honestly, how many?
45 grams
of sugar.
No, 39.
39 grams of sugar. This is 9. This is 30 less. That's the devil in a can.
This is Bill Cosby's choice right here, dude. Coke is it.
Coke is it. Coke is it. I forgot about
But dude, so it's been like 6 or 7 years though. I mean, you kept it off, dude.
I did. And on the 30th of this month, in 11 days, I'm having a tummy tuck. And I didn't know if I told you this. On the 30th, so I'm going to be my hernia, because I got a hernia that I didn't know about because I was so big. But I got an umbilical hernia that's kind of big now. It's like the size of maybe 2 golf balls. But I'm going to get that. And then
get that from having anal sex? Or?
I do, yeah, because it goes through your anus, right through your belly button. And then pokes your intestine out your belly button. So, yes, that's the...
It happens.
It happens. I think I shoved the broom a little too far. And it fucked out my belly button.
Poking out the button.
You bastard. That shit's funny. Oh. But yeah, I'm getting that shit fixed, and then they're gonna. I got this skin skirt because I was fat, bro. So I got this.
Yeah, because you run a shitload now. I mean, you do miles, dude.
I did 3 miles before I came here.
Did you do? You did like the real marathons, not the 10K stuff.
You did 26.2. I did a full marathon. J-Bone, if J-Bone is listening, J-Bone listening.
J-Bone's listening.
He gets props.
His birthday.
It's his birthday, and that believe it or not, okay, J-Bone. I never told him this because we talk and we're some homies, to death, but. He inspired me to run. I'd seen him when we were bowling.
Yeah.
How many years ago was it? 5 years ago?
About 5 years ago.
We were on the same league, and I seen him, and he was looking good. I was like, God damn, looked healthy. He looked strong. And, I'm like, man, he's looking good. So he inspired me. I was an inspiration to me. So running, run. Look at here, another quote from MLK. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But stay moving forward. Thank you. right? You do something.
That's good shit right there.
Good shit. Stay moving forward. And J-Bone inspired me. Happy birthday. Thanks, J-Bone. Never told you that, but that's real talk.
No, he's still doing good, man. I see this guy running like a gazelle.
Yeah, fool was like, right?
I mean,
right? And humans.
Like, what are you doing? He's like, I do like 7 miles in the morning. I'm like, what?
God damn, yeah, he's the man right there.
Dude,
and it's... Yeah.
My knees are crushed, dude. My knees are bad. I'll be like,
rock that. Put duct tape on that shit. Go. Come on. No excuses, man. No excuses, bro.
No, dude. You know I ain't working out till I have my first heart attack. And then,
dude, like
then I'm gonna do it.
Like my tia Tere. She's all like, she had 4 arteries clogged. She had 3 arteries clogged. This is my aunt, and she had one at 95%, right? And so she went into the doctor, emergency, fucking the whole 9, emergency. And we're sitting in the room because she had to have a quadruple bypass. This is recently, right? In the last month. And we're all like, fuck, did that? Or like, I was in there, I forget. I think it was me and Ryan or something. We're like, didn't you know that you couldn't even walk 5 feet without getting winded because your heart, right?
Yeah.
And she said she would drink a cola right there. She would belch hella loud, and then she'd feel fine.
That's the cure. We know the cure, dude.
I'm out. You had fucking 4 almost fucking total blockage, and you're saying a Coke and a burp fixed it.
Dude, Coke is it, man.
Coke is it, bro.
So you've been doing you changed your life. He's got a different lifestyle now. I'm super proud of him.
Okay.
The surgery stuff, that's going to be awesome, man. That's going to change your life again, dude.
That's it, because my skin skirt's going to be gone and my belly button's going to be fixed. I still got to work on my muffin top in the back, but it's just about being active, dude. I teach spin classes now.
I was going to say, you got that machine stuff now, the TRX.
TRX.
What's that about? People probably don't know, man.
TRX is total body resistance training, exercise, strap training. It was invented by, and the reason I love it, too, because it was invented by a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Rick, I forget the cat's name. Ricky Henderson? No, he played for the Oakland A's.
Oakland A's, yeah. No, I know you're talking about
Rick Hendrick.
He was like had to figure out a way to keep working out when he was out in the desert or whatever.
This fool was a Navy SEAL, and much props to anybody that ever served or will serve. Or
we love our vets.
We love
the best
vets
props.
and enlisted military. Anybody in military, props, dude. Just props. Yeah, I love them. But he was on deployment, Navy SEAL, already a badass because he was a Navy SEAL. He went on deployment, and he was out there and out of necessity, because when you're on deployment, you don't really have options to work out, right? Especially if you're in a confined area. Yeah, he was looking through his bag for something to do, and he had his jiu-jitsu belt for some reason. He must have accidentally, I read the story. I think he accidentally packed his jiu-jitsu belt or some shit like that. And then he had his belt, which is a strap. He threw it over a ledge of a door, and he just started kind of doing like pull-ups, pulling himself up. And that's how it originated. Some of the other Navy SEALs started seeing how he was doing it, and him too. They cut up a parachute and started using the straps, the cords and the straps for the parachute. So he started using that shit, and then it kind of developed. And Navy SEALs are hella smart. They put handles on it, and they did the whole 9. And so then when he got out of the Navy SEALs, he went to business school. I want to say Stanford. He went to Stanford and business school, and he would use it because by then they were pretty refined, had straps, and they looked good. He would still use it. They fucking work, man. So he was using them at the gym, and people were saying, "What are those? What is that? What is those?" And then the light bulb went off, and this fool says, "I think I got it," Yeah. And so
we got one in there. You came over, we mounted that shit. It like goes in your ceiling.
Yeah.
You use your own weight, and there's all 50 exercises you can do or something?
Limitless, dude. It's limitless. It's all about getting on there and learning. There's some fundamental moves that, pretty standard, the basic,
like the push-ups.
Yeah, upright row, where you, like the one he started with, you kind of pulling yourself like a reverse push-up. And there's a lot of modifications. But I've noticed with TRX2, the more you do it, the more you start kind of freestyling. You're like, I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
And then it works. And, it's a lot. And a lot of motocross people use it. A lot of athletes use it. It's you're using your body as your weight.
Your body's your weight.
Your body is your weight. And you got to earn your better. Like the deeper a movement, the more body weight you got into it, the harder it's going to be. It's pretty legit. And it's here. I'm going to be honest too. It's not. I'm not saying just do TRX all the time, right? Working your dumbbells, working your your regular routine, but do TRX once or twice a week. It's good for to get limber.
Stretching.
You get a lot of stretches on there, so work it in. It's I swear by it. I really do. And yes, it's good. It's good shit.
So it what would you say? It's like eating is probably 80% of it.
At least
Eating, if not more.
I would say probably between 80 to 90%, dude.
And that's what people want to take a pill and lose weight.
No.
They don't want to do nothing. But
No.
the true hard part to losing weight is being hungry, man.
Yeah.
Eating right. You know, I've done it 6 days out of this week so far. I ate clean, and then I fucking this morning I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go Velvet Grill. I had some French toast.
How come you call me, dude? Well, actually, I was at the gym.
Yeah,
you should
I
have
did try to call you.
Here, you should have went to the gym with me. You should have. Did you try to call me?
I ain't working out, man. I mean, God bless me with this. Look at this.
No, but instead of Velvet Grill, we could have went to the gym.
Oh, God, I need a soda.
God damn, dude. You're pretty swole there, dude.
I know, dude.
Look at that. Where'd your neck go? Where did your neck go? Oh, my God. It disappeared. Jesus.
It's because I have like 20% little people midget body. Dude, in me. I do. It's in me, dude.
20%. I got to do. My son got me the ancestry shit for Father's Day. That was in June, 2 months ago.
You ain't done it yet?
I'm scared.
Mine came back inconclusive, man. The first time.
Get out of here.
I'm not.
They'll do it
teasing.
again. They'll do it again for free. I think.
No. It's 16. The first time was $128. This time it's half. It's $68 or something.
Damn,
but I think it's because I had chew. I might have had a piece of chew or something in there.
That's what. Why did you have chew when you're spitting?
I don't know. They just said swab it, so I swabbed it, and I wasn't thinking about it. But
that's what happened. They had tobacco.
I think that's what happened.
They had tobacco and cocaine in there.
Probably some Molly or something.
Molly.
But that's cool, man. That was one of the good points we wanted to hit on that.
Yeah. Just it's your mind, dude. You know, like you said, you get hungry and stuff, but stay hungry for what you want. Yeah. Stay hungry for you. And even now, I'll see myself starting to go up a little bit. I'm like, fuck that. I've worked too hard. It's been 6 years, and I'm keeping it off. Fuck that. And no looking back. Stay moving forward. Get your mind right.
Well, especially with your surgery and stuff coming, you should try to crush out another, 10 pounds or something.
That's what the theory was. But you know what?
Dude, why not just do meth for like a week?
I was thinking about getting some Rosebud from the Hell's Angels and just staying up for like 6 days. But
the Jenny Crank diet plan.
I was looking for some peanut butter, but
it's really that peanut butter crank, dude. It's why don't they make the old shit like that, dude?
Because, dude, the Mexican cartels fucking just smashed everything, started making ice, dude.
And that's it. Since Breaking Bad came out, it's just ice out there. Not that I do meth all the time or anything, but it's like that with everything, man. Let's close out that back thing because I want to roll onto this one, man. So what I was thinking is every movie I watch now, dude, it's always CGI, right?
Right, which is
it's all CGI shit, and I'm sick of it. It's not as good. Like I watched.
Yeah, but that's because money, dude. They can't fly to fucking Bermuda or
wherever.
But
check this out. I watched Delta Force the other night with fucking Chuck Norris. Old school, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
They really blew cars up, and they really had explosions and shit. There was no CGI, and it was fucking awesome to see it that way, man. Like, even the first old Star Wars, they had masks and shit, right?
Right.
Like, Chewbacca was a mask. Yoda was a fucking puppet.
Which is awesome.
All of the ships and stuff, they were all models, and, I mean...
No, I agree. I 100% ain't nothing like the real shit, right?
So why isn't there just one studio that produces shit the old way? Like, when you get cut, like, the old school blood that comes out, not CGI shit, dude.
Well, now, too, like, if you go, like, let's say Star Wars, for example, you see there's a stormtrooper scene, right? Yeah. Only, like, maybe 10 of them are, like, dressed up like stormtroopers. Yeah. The rest are all CGI,
Yeah, they're all CGI,
right. So I know what you're saying. Why? I think a lot of has to do with fucking money.
Dude, CGI is expensive, bro. It's expensive, man.
You think it'd be more expensive? Well, why? I think it would be cheaper because you got a guy on a computer or you got somebody actually making fucking suits and
yeah, well, that's the other thing, man. You're employing more people when you use models, when you use painters, when you have blood guys, when you have...
Let's say a car bomb, for example, okay? CGI, a car bomb,
okay.
A bomb, boom, blows up. In real life, you got to go fucking buy a fucking
That's
car.
what hits me. I'm sure you've seen John Wick.
Yeah, okay. I just seen it a little bit the other night.
At the very end, like the helicopter scene towards the end of John Wick, he's fucking the guy Mayhem from the Allstate commercials is in it. Remember that guy Mayhem?
Mayhem, yeah, he was the bad guy.
Yeah, so John Wick's fucking goes and hits this guy's car, or the guy hits John Wick's car. Yeah. And when John Wick's car falls off the edge right there, it flips over. You can see there's no mufflers, no drivetrain, no engine. It's just like a
shell.
A shell of a car, dude. And throughout that whole movie, that's the only fucking thing I found in it that's fucking absolutely wrong. Because when the car tips over, you can see it's like a hollowed out
So
shell.
it was a shell. You know what? They should have CGI'd a muffler on that shit, right?
They could have done something, man. But
that
whole
was
movie,
real. But it was real, right?
It was still real. I mean,
yeah,
they still hit car into car to do that. And I bet you it's fucking because of climate change or something like that they can't have these real explosions and shit now because of oil and hazardous waste.
No, fuck that. They can still do it. It's because of money, dude. It's money. They're trying to save money, dude. That's what I think. Because I don't
know because they spend. I mean, what is I'm gonna have to figure that out. What is the budget for CGI? Because it's got to be.
It's got to be it's easier too. If I tell you like, okay, dude, go blow up this car for this movie like right now. Would it be easy? And you had the computer savvy and you knew how to do it. Just pop open your laptop, sit on the sofa, and do it, or actually go fucking strap C4 to fucking a car out in the parking lot. Well, probably
that's what I'm saying. Like, Grindhouse, like Tarantino.
Yeah.
Other than what was that one? Dusk Till Dawn.
That was good.
The vampire one.
Oh, if you're ever in Portland, Oregon, do not go to the strip club. Dusk Till Dawn sucks. Sorry. I was like, oh, yeah, this is good.
No, for America and all our intercontinental viewers, do not go to Dusk Till Dawn.
If you're in Portland, do not go to Dusk Till Dawn strip club. I was like so excited because I was like, oh, this is going to be a badass strip club. And I was like, this is bootsy. I just stayed there 5 minutes and left. But
dude, did they have the guns? The fucking money guns?
It was the worst strip club. I've been to a few strip clubs in my life. I ain't going to lie. It was fucking horrible.
What, low talent?
Low talent. I wanted to pay these bitches to put their clothes back on. I was like, here's 5. Put on some shorts or sweatpants, please.
Did they look like they ran to New York and back?
No, not even. They were all like the heifers. They were all heifers, dude. They were all heifers. Oh, that could bring us to our next point. Heifers.
Oh, yeah. Like, why? We'll roll into the heifers, dude. Take it, man.
Why do they wear fucking tight clothes and shit, bro? I'm a heifer, and I know. And when I was a fat guy, I still dressed. You wouldn't see me.
You still wore good, nice clothes.
If I would try to wear skinny jeans weighing 340 pounds, right, and yoga pants, and I wouldn't go to the fucking pool and try to wear Speedo at 340 pounds, or wear a halter top. I don't get it. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not trying to be mean.
You know what it is, man? At some point in our culture, it's unacceptable to shame people for being fat.
It's not even about shaming. I don't want to shame them. It's just like, look in the mirror before you leave your house, man. Look at yourself and God damn. God. Even here's another thing too. Some of these younger girls too, you like Isabel and all these other young high school. Some of these shorts they're wearing, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, Weller showed me some shit on that, dude. These booty shorts this girl was wearing. He's like, is that acceptable? I was like,
that is so not acceptable. It's like they
want to be dressed like hussies. That's what they do.
Why? Where does it stem from? Does it stem from rap music? Where does it stem from?
I had a talk with an elderly Southern black lady. She was like 86. And we had it on the show a long time ago. But she basically said when she was a little girl, you had a bunch of ladies,
right?
Then you had some women, and then you had hussies.
So when did the hussies take over?
The hussies are taking over, man. And there's very few women left, and there's a very small percentage of ladies. Where there used to be a bunch of ladies that did their hair, got their makeup on, look like they're going to be their best just to go to the grocery store.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
They don't do that no more, dude.
Yeah. Look, have some, and it's about being overweight.
It's culture, man.
And I'm in overweight, so I know I wouldn't wear anything when I was that big. I would know how. I'm like, oh, what are you doing, dude? No, or try something on. I'm like, no, hell no,
Yeah.
But now it's like and I get it, staying positive image and female and yes, but still, I mean, God, how can I say it? Just don't do it. That's what I'm going to say. Just don't. Look at yourself, I mean,
Well, look at that. There's one girl that's, Michelle watches the show. I've seen it, where this is a big girl.
Yeah.
She's a big girl, and she's proud to be big. And like she tries working out or doing these classes and stuff, but after the class she works out, she'll go have like 14 pancakes with,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
But
what are you doing? And she probably wears tight ass yoga pants to work out.
She's making jack, dude. Being a big girl and just putting it out there like she's a size 6, you know.
Is that okay? Is that, maybe I'm wrong, dude? Maybe I got a soul search. But I just know that I don't look at big girls like that and going like, oh goddamn girl, you look good in them yoga pants with everything sticking out of the wrong places and your fucking, you got Dunlap, your belly Dunlapped over your vagina, you know. That's your Dunlap.
She got a set of boobs back.
Yeah, you got like 6 sets of boobs. I don't find that attractive, and I'm like. So I don't know how they look in the mirror like, oh yeah, yeah, and I'm like, no.
I think it's just part of culture, and people trying not to be to shame people anymore, man. I mean, the shaming is a form of bullying, you know.
I don't think it's shaming. It's like just maybe helping. It's like helping, because if you're a big girl, you're probably lonely, and if that's not really helping, if you're dressing like that, like a hussy, like we said, so maybe. If you started wearing a little loose clothes and maybe, pretty face is a pretty face. I'll say that. If she has a pretty face, I'll say it. She could be big and have a pretty face, and she could be attractive, and, just give yourself a fighting chance, and make the changes if you want to stay fat, that's fine, but don't.
It's not healthy, for one. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
And, another way I look at it, like when you see a tweaker or you see a crackhead, right? They're missing teeth. They got high mileage. They're dirty and shit like that. And you can visibly see that they have an addiction problem.
Right.
I think it's the same way with food, man. I know some people have glandular issues and stuff like that.
Thyroid or whatever they say.
No,
yeah.
That really happens. But what percentage of those people?
Small.
I don't think it's 40%.
It's teeny tiny.
I think the big addiction is food, man, and people use it to, like, you got big somehow.
I did. I'm still addicted.
Was it Heidi? Was that what happened?
Yeah, it was Heidi. Heidi made me fucking.
Oh shit! We're doing therapy now. Okay.
Thank you. I feel so much better. Actually, I seen her at the gym at Planet Fitness. I've been working out in Lodi at Planet Fitness, and I ran into Heidi. And I didn't recognize her.
Why, she lost some weight, or?
No, she was bigger than she was used to. And then, right? And then she gained weight. And then I seen her again like last week with Daniel Moreno. And she has lost weight. So, props to her, because it's just hard. We're all the same age. So props to her. Props to Daniel for being there, and doing your thing. But
when I watch those 600-pound live shows, man, every single one of them has something like, oh, well, my Uncle Freddie called me chubby when I was 6.
Molested? You
there's some point that happened.
Hey, listen, I got skeletons in my closet, bro.
Yeah.
I could use a bunch of shit, dude, for crutches. But you know what? It's about breaking the fucking chain.
Yeah.
And making,
no excuses.
No fucking excuses. No, I could sit there and fucking right now and say this and that and rah, 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 in my fucking life when I was a young, because, hey, I grew up in the streets, bro. Well, my parents took care of us, but we grew up inner city kids.
Yeah,
before
you
we
grew
moved
up in San Francisco before you came to
and San Francisco proper. We grew in San Francisco proper, not Hayward, not San Jose, in the city, in the Mission, rough, tough. Had to be street smart. And my parents let me walk to school by myself. And let me, and so you develop the sense of, I'm not like all knowing, but I mean, you kind of know. And I was exposed to a lot of shit. Some of it, I bet you if I was honest with my parents now and told them everything that I was exposed to as a kid, they'd probably feel bad. So I'm not going to do that, because I'm not going to use that as a crutch. Yeah. All I know is all that shit that I've experienced from fucking now to my 47th year on this planet.
You'll be 48 this year.
Thank you very much. Almost 50. But I wouldn't be where I'm at today, because I'm in a good spot right now. All that shit, everything that I've is what made me who I am today.
But you think prior to wanting to get vagina, right?
Yeah.
There was something that, because you weren't a fat kid, man. When I first met you and you had the mini truck, remember?
I was doing meth.
Yeah,
I was working out.
That was part of it.
Yeah, I was working out.
You weren't a big guy. You were a normal sized guy, probably like myself. And then
I lost weight. I was always big, and then when I got here, I started working. I did start working out. I was bored because I was used to being in the city, so I forget. But I started working out, and I lost like 70 pounds, something like that. So, and I was younger. I was like in my early 20s, early 20s. So I lost hella weight. because I was bored and shit, working out. I was with Heidi, you know, whatever, work out. Got looking, and then I met Manuel Lobstein, and I started doing meth. Did I just say that?
Yeah, you just use the drug. We'll have to edit that. We'll have to edit that out, dude.
Edit that shit out, good. But I'm not just saying, yeah, ping pong. Can we edit that?
What was it, Dave?
You know what I seen last night?
First Street.
Dave. No, you remember Jason? What was his last name? Jason, you live there?
Crawford?
Not Jason Crawford. Oh gosh, I seen him at the gas station at J-Hunt. He looked bad. I gave him a couple of dollars. I seen him like it's been about 4 or 5 years, but yeah.
Jason Graham?
Jason, what was it? White boy Jason, tall white boy Jason. I lived in the fucking hood on Tortilla Flats over there, by Meadowview Park. Jason is his first name. Nah, Jason. He's doing really good anyway. Well,
that's good.
I'll get you. I forget his last name. I really do. I didn't, but I seen him yesterday. He's doing real good. But anyway, what were we talking about? Meth and all that. So
no, we're talking about excuses, man. Cause, you know, people have. That's what they find. And I see it on those addiction documentaries too, like hoarding.
We gotta go. What time is it? Show?
We got a couple more minutes, but on those hoarding documentaries, they always have like a 0.0 where they decide, fuck it, I'm gonna start hoarding, or fuck it, I'm gonna start doing crack, or I'm gonna start eating. There's like a 0.0, but then there also has to be another. For the yin and the yang, another point where you say, you know what, I'm going to stop doing this.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's because yin and yang. Yeah. I got to stop. I just stopped everything. I mean, when I was working out, and then I started doing meth, and then I started not working out. Then I got fat again, believe it or not. You think I would get skinny, right? But I stopped working out, being healthy. And this is only like probably over a 2-year period. So it wasn't that long. This is the longest stretch I've been, because I don't do meth, and I don't do anything anymore, actually. But it was a 2-year period where I was working out and shit. And then I was young, partied, fucking fell off, didn't care anymore, and then got fat again. But it's all about choices.
You know, I had a dude that does meth the other day. We went out and ate, and I was talking to a meth monster out when we were eating dinner. He was outside the gate. And he was skinny, and fat. He was fat, yeah. And I was like, man, if you like to do dope and stuff like that, how come you're big? And he said, well... The thing with meth is, or ice, once you do a couple lines and then you eat, you're fine. You can go to sleep. You can do whatever.
Not me, dude. Well, remember when you come down? You've been on. The come down for me. What was the come down for strawberry? I need strawberry quick. I drink a glass of milk, strawberry quick, and then I would eat something and it would hurt to swallow. You remember that? Yeah. You try to force yourself to eat.
I would just go old school.
Fucking jag off for 4 days. I still, dude. Yeah, I still needed to eat.
Sweat it out, man.
Sweat it out. Yeah, like, what are you doing? I'm busy. Leave me alone.
I'm taking a shower.
I'm taking a shower for 4 days.
We have no more hot water.
Oh, God, dude, that was horrible.
That's how you did it old school. All right, we'll close that out. And your last topic you wanted to hit on, man, was bad driving, dude.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I was from Lodi to 99 yesterday, where is all this traffic coming from? We've talked about this before. Remember, there never used to be this stretch of highway right here was our own little oasis. Yeah. No traffic. If we had to run this
2 lanes of paradise.
2 lanes of paradise. Fucking horrible now. It seems like every day. But anyway, I was driving from Lodi.
Because if somebody gets a flat tire, dude, it causes 5-minute backup because they got, I saw somebody got a flat tire. Oh, here, let me get this guy.
Snapchat, Instagram, right? Like, oh, God, it's horrible. But I seen this 4 kids in bumper-to-bumper traffic over there by J-Hunt, and the kid fucking jumps on the shoulder, starts leaving a cloud of dust, fucking shooting up on the shoulder. I'm like, what a fucking moron. But it's so frustrating because what do you do? You don't do nothing, I guess, right? But
all you can do is when you're going someplace, it takes 30 minutes. You say, hey, I'm gonna need 45. That's all you can do,
right?
Because other people are going to drive like assholes,
dude. Here, let's have a discussion now. Blinker, no blinker.
I use my blinker all the time.
Me too. Well, it's right there. It's only how hard is it to move?
Because we were taught to drive that way. We were taught to drive that way.
Right, blinker all the time. Even if nobody's around, blinker, right?
Yeah, but I like what you said, Bill. You told me this before. Is I put my blinker on because I'm telling you where I'm going.
I'm not asking for permission.
Yeah, I'm not asking permission to get in your lane. I'm telling you I'm going in that lane. That's right.
Yeah, that's why I use my blinker.
It's an indicator of where you're going. Yes.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. It's fucking on you now. Your choice to speed up, right? If you speed up, I'm still moving over, you fucker.
Yeah.
Sorry, you know, but I'm still moving on. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm not using it to ask you permission. Can I go to the left? You know,
in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, here, I'm doing this as a courtesy for you because this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
That's what it is. It's an indicator.
It's an indicator, right?
Yeah.
So nobody uses blinkers nowadays, and it's not. Yeah, I don't get it, and it's not really that difficult. And you know, I don't know, just blinkers and just stupid shit driving on the shoulder so I can speed.
I hate when I leave room, especially when I'm going 70. I leave 5 or 6 car lengths.
Right.
And people just cut in, and so I have to slow down.
And why are you doing that? You're doing that for reaction time.
Dude,
if
because
something happens to the car in front of you, you got plenty of time to slow down. They're fucking you up.
Well, we take, at work, we take defensive driving classes and shit, so we learn how to drive defensively, and that's my state of mind is because I don't want to be in a fucking wreck, dude.
Right. I'm doing that for my safety, and you're going to come here and infringe on my safety.
But what they do,
you want that little space that
or what they're just trying to get one car ahead of you, but what they do when they do that and they get in between you and the other guy, now they fucked up the space they have between the guy in front of them and the guy behind them.
Yeah.
So that car is the fucking... Yeah.
That's a 3-car deal right there now.
He's fucking it up.
He's fucking it up. He's fucking it up. They do that, dude. And they're right on... I get tailgated probably at least 5 times a week. At least.
That's why I do want the autonomous cars to happen because cars don't have any feelings.
Right. And
they're just going to drive safe.
And they can I was talking to Ryan about this, and they'll follow at a pretty close distance, but it's like they're going to know what every car ahead of them is doing.
Yeah.
And they adjust to that. So it keeps the flow constant.
Yeah, I seen that. It's on YouTube. There's 11 minivans that are all autonomous on the San Diego freeway at like 3 a.m.
Uh-huh.
And they're switching lanes like a snake, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they all know. So something can happen like 40 miles ahead, but the computer's instant. It'll relay that message to the cars 40 miles behind you, and everybody will. So you might see a reduction of speed of like 1 mile an hour. It's so it'll keep it flowing instead of fucking a reduction of speed of almost stop.
But the reason traffic is the way it is now is because people are using their phones while they're driving.
Oh God,
it's not just to text or talk. They're using it to record shit.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too.
They're recording shit though.
It's bullshit.
That's why. Remember when the train derailed over here?
Oh yeah, and it was there for like 6 months,
dude.
Yeah.
And then people from not around the area would say,
"Oh
shit!"
Traffic right there was horrible for a long time.
Oh fuck yeah, right? Dude. You just got to know the ins and outs around here to get, get where you're going. But
and it's hard. I ain't gonna, that shit is hard, dude. Stay off your phone and shit.
Dude, we crushed out an hour. Look at that, man.
That was easy, dude.
I appreciate you coming in, man. Brocklanders. Fucking way to handle shit. We'll see you next week. Hit subscribe. Tell a friend. We do got new shirts coming out because the last shirts I made, we're going to give to the fire victims.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then we got a bunch of stickers. So if you leave me your address when you want a shirt and stuff like that, send you a sticker and the fucking t-shirt. So.
Yes.
Thanks for having me on. Man.
It was fun. All right. What do you do? Just walk away now?
Yeah. Come on.
Hit the button.